What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode?
Come on now, boy. It's 7:30. Wake up. I say, hurry up, Travis. You ain't the only person in the world that got to use the bathroom. Walter Lee, let me see you doing some waking up in there now. It's after 7:30. You better hurry up, man. It's after 7:30, I tell you. All right, you just go ahead and lay there. Next thing you know, Travis will be finished. And then Mr. Johnson will be in there. And then you'll be cussing and fussing like a madman. And be late, too. Walter Lee, it's time for you to get up.
Is he out yet?
What you mean out yet? He hardly got in there good.
What you doing all that yelling for if I can't even get in there yet? Check coming today?
They said Saturday. This is just Friday. And I hope to God you don't come in here first thing this morning and start talking to me about no check. Because I about don't want to hear it.
Something the matter with you this morning?
No, I'm just tired.
Paper come?
What kind of eggs you want?
Not scrambled. Set off another bomb yesterday.
Did they?
What's the matter with you?
Ain't nothing the matter with me. And don't keep asking me that this morning.
Ain't nobody bothering you. Say Colonel McCormick is sick again.
Is he now? Poor thing.
What's that boy doing in there? I can't be being late on account of him fooling around in that bathroom. He gonna have to start getting up earlier.
Oh, no, he ain't no such thing getting up no earlier. It ain't his fault he can't get to bed no earlier nights. Because he got a bunch of crazy, good-for-nothing clowns sitting up in what is supposed to be his bedroom after 10 o'clock at night.
That's what you're mad about, ain't it? Things I want to talk about with my friends just couldn't be important in your mind, could they?
Why you always gotta smoke before you eat in the morning?
Just look at them down there, running and racing into work. Looking real young this morning, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just for a second it was. Stirring them eggs. Just for a second it was. Looking real young again. Never mind. It's gone.
Man, if you don't shut up and leave me alone.
You look like yourself again. First thing a man ought to learn in this life is not to make love to no colored woman first thing in the morning. Y'all some evil people at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Daddy, come on.
Come on, Travis. Have your breakfast.
Mom, today is Friday. Check coming tomorrow, huh?
You take your mind off money and eat your breakfast.
This is the day we're supposed to bring the 50 cents to school.
I ain't got 50 cents this morning.
Teacher say we have to.
I don't care what teacher say. I ain't got it. Eat your breakfast, Travis.
You think maybe Grandma would have it?
No. And I want you to stop asking your grandma for money. You hear me?
Golly, I don't ask her, she just give me it sometimes.
Travis Willard Younger, I got too much on me this morning to be...
Maybe Daddy.
Travis!
Could I go carry groceries for a while at the supermarket after school then?
Just hush up now and eat your breakfast.
I am eating.
If you're through eating, you can get over there and make up that bed.
I'm gone.
Come here. Boy, if you don't take this here comb and fix this here head, about to march out here looking like chickens done slept in it. I don't know where you get your slubbering ways. And get your jacket too. It's getting a little chilly out. Get car fare and milk money and not a single penny for no caps. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mama makes me so mad sometimes. I just don't know what to do. I wouldn't kiss that woman goodbye this morning for nothing in this world. Not for nothing in this world. Now, whose little angry man are you?
Oh, golly.
Oh, golly, Mama. Go on, get out of here. You're going to be late.
Could I please go carry groceries after school?
Travis, honey, it's getting so cold these evenings.
What does he want to do?
Go carry groceries at the supermarket after school.
Let him go.
I have to. She won't give me the 50 cents.
Why not?
Cause we ain't got it.
What you gonna tell a boy a thing like that for? Here, son.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah. In fact, here's another 50 cents. Why don't you buy yourself some fruit today or take a taxi to school or something? All right, then now. Go and get to school.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye. That's my boy. Yeah. You wanna know what I was thinking about in the bathroom this morning?
No.
Why you got to be so pleasant?
What's there to be pleasant about?
You wanna know what I was thinking about in the bathroom or not?
I know what you was thinking about.
About that deal me and Willie Harris talking about last night.
Willie Harris is a good-for-nothing loudmouth.
Just what you know about who's a good-for-nothing loudmouth. Old Charlie Atkins was a good-for-nothing loudmouth too when he wanted me to go into that dry cleaning business with him. And now he grossing $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. And you still call him a good-for-nothing loudmouth.
Oh, Walter, please.
You're tired, ain't you? Tired of everything. Me, boy, the way we live, this beat up home, everything. But you couldn't do nothing, could you? Couldn't be on my side that long for anything, could you?
Walter, leave me alone.
A man needs a woman to back him up in this world, baby. You know Mama will listen to you. She think more of you. She think more, you know, she listen to you. She think more than she do, like me and Benny. All you gotta do is sit down one morning, sipping on your coffee like you do, and say real easy like, you've been thinking about that deal Walter Lee been talking about the store and all. Yeah, and then after a while, she be listening good. And then when I get home from work, I can fill her in on all the details. This ain't no fly-by-night proposition, baby. We got it all figured out. Me, Willie, and Bobo.
Bobo?
Yeah. See, this liquor store we got in mind costs $75,000. Now, down payment be about $30,000. And that's $10,000 a piece, see? Now, of course, there's a couple hundred you gotta spread around so the foods don't have you waiting your whole life for your, your liquor license and all.
You mean graft?
Don't call it that. See, that goes to show you what a woman know about the world. Baby, don't nothing happen in this world unless you pay somebody off.
Walter, leave me alone and eat your eggs. They're gonna be cold.
Here you go. Man say to his woman, I got me a dream. And his woman say, eat your eggs. Man say, baby, I gotta take hold of this here world. And his woman say, eat your eggs and go to work. Man say, I gotta change my life, I'm choking to death, baby. His woman say, your eggs is getting cold.
Walter, that ain't none of our money.
You know, I was in the bathroom this morning, looking in the mirror. I was thinking about it. I'm 35 years old. Been married 11 years. Got a boy who sleeps on the living room couch. And all I got to give him is stories about how rich white people live.
Walter, eat your eggs.
Damn them eggs! Damn all the eggs that ever was!
Then go to work.
I'm trying to talk to you about my life, baby. And all you can say is eat the eggs and go to work.
Honey, you never say nothing new. I listen to you every morning, every night, and every evening. And you never say nothing new. So, you would rather be Mr. Arnold than be his chauffeur. So, I would rather live in Buckingham Palace.
See, that's just what's wrong with the colored woman in this world. Don't know how to back that man up and make him feel like he can be somebody, like he can do something.
There are colored men that do something, Walter.
No thanks to the colored woman.
Well, I guess being a colored woman, I don't matter much then.
One race of men tied to a group of women with small minds.
I'm going to start timing these people in the morning.
You should get up earlier.
Really? Would you suggest Dawn? Where's the paper?
You know, you're a horrible looking chick at this hour.
Good morning, everybody.
So, how's school coming?
Lovely. Just lovely. You know, biology is just the greatest. I dissected something that looked just like you yesterday.
Just seeing if you made up your mind and everything.
And what did I say yesterday morning and the day before that?
Don't be so nasty, Benny.
And the day before that and the day before that.
I'm interested in you. Is something wrong with that? Ain't many girls who decide to be a doctor.
Walter, leave that girl alone and go to work.
Come out of here, please.
Hey, Benny, you know check coming tomorrow.
That money belongs to Mama, Walter. It's for her to decide how she wants to use it. I don't care if she wants to buy a house or a rocket ship, but just nail it up somewhere and look at it. It's hers, not ours. Hers.
Yeah, you got your mama's best interests at hand, ain't you, girl? Yeah. But if mama got that money, she could always spend a couple $1,000 to help you out with medical school, then can't she?
I've never asked anyone around here to do anything for me.
No? And the line between accepting and getting it when the time comes is big and wide, ain't it?
What do you want from me, brother? To quit school or just drop dead? Which?
Neither. Just want you to stop acting all holy around here. Ruth and I done made some sacrifices for you. And you can't do nothing for the family?
Walter, don't be dragging me in it.
You are in it. Don't you leave out of here every day and go work in somebody's kitchen, help put clothes on her back?
Walter, that's not fair.
It ain't like nobody asked you to get on your knees and say, thank you, Ruth, thank you, Walter, thank you, Mama, and thank you, Travis, for wearing the same pair of shoes for the last 2 semesters.
Well, I do all right. Thank everybody and forgive me for ever wanting to be anything at all. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Please stop it. Your mama will hear you.
The heck you want to go be a doctor for anyway? You so worried about messing around with sick people, how about you do like other women do and be a nurse? Or get married and be quiet?
finally got it set. It took you 3 years, but you finally got it set. Walter, give up. Leave me alone. That's Mama's name.
He was my father too.
So what? He was mine too and Travis's grandfather, but the insurance money belongs to Mama. And you picking on me is not going to make her give it to you to invest in any liquor store. And I for one say God bless Mama for that.
Did you hear? Did you hear?
Honey, please go to work.
Nobody in this house is ever gonna listen to me.
Because you're a nut.
Who's a nut?
You are the unmarried boy.
World's most backwards race of people. And that's a fact.
And then there are those prophets that will lead us out of the wilderness. And to the swamps.
I need some money for car fare.
50 cents? Take a taxi.
Who that around here slamming doors at this hour?
That was Walter Lee. He and Benny was at it again.
Lord, my children and their tempers. Lord, if this little plant don't get more sun than it's been getting, it ain't gonna make it to the springtime. Ruth, what's wrong with you this morning? You look right peaked over there. You aiming to iron all them things? Leave some for me. I get to them this afternoon. Benny, honey, it's too dressed for you to be sitting in here half dressed. Where is your robe?
In the cleaners, Mama.
Well, go get mine and put it on then.
I'm not cold, Mama, honest.
I know, but you're so thin.
I'm not cold, Mama.
Lord have mercy. Look at this poor bed. Bless his little heart. He tried, don't he?
No, he don't have try. That's because he know you gonna come after him and fix up everything. That's why he don't know to do nothing now. You done spoiled that boy so.
Well, he's a little boy. Ain't supposed to know nothing about no housekeeping. That's my baby. That's what he is. What you fix for his breakfast this morning?
I feeds my son, Lena.
I ain't meddling. I just noticed all last week he had cold cereal. And when it get this chilly in the fall, a child ought to have some hot grits or something when he goes out in the cold.
I gave him hot oats. Is that okay?
I ain't meddling. You put some nice butter on it.
Lena,
What you and your brother was fussing about?
It's not important, Mama.
What they was fussing about?
you know as well as I do.
Brother still working himself like that plan.
Yes.
You had breakfast?
Some coffee.
Girl, you better start looking after yourself better and eating. You almost as thin as Travis.
Lena. So what you gonna do with it?
Now don't you start, child. It's too early in the morning to be talking about money. And it ain't Christian.
It's just that he has his mind set on that store.
You talking about that liquor store Willie Harris want him to invest in?
Yes.
We ain't no business people. We just plain working folk.
Well, like Walter say, ain't nobody business people until they go into business. They need to start gambling on some things and like investments and things.
What done got into you, girl? Walter Lee done finally sold you on investing.
No, Mama. But something's happening between Walter and me. I don't know what it is. But he needs something. Something I can't give him anymore. He needs this chance, Lena.
But liquor, man?
Yeah, it's like Walter always say. I expect colored folks won't always be drinking them some liquor.
Well, whether they drink it or not ain't none of my business. But whether I go into business selling it to them, listen, I don't want that on my ledger this late in life. Ruth, what's the matter with you, child? You look like you could fall over right there.
I'm tired.
Well, I think you need to stay home from work today.
I can't stay at home. she'll be calling up the agency screaming at her. My girl ain't come in. Can you send me somebody? Oh, my girl ain't come in today. Oh, she just have a fit.
Well, let her have it. I'll just call up and tell her you got the flu.
Why the flu?
Because it sounds respectable to them. Some white people get too. They know all about the flu. Otherwise, they think you've been cut up or something when you tell them you're sick.
No, I gotta go in. We need the money.
Lord, if somebody would have thought my children all but starved the way y'all talk about money here lately. Child, we got a great big old check coming tomorrow.
Now, that don't have nothing to do with me. We all feel that way. Walter and Benny and me and even Travis.
$10,000.
Sure is wonderful.
$10,000.
You know what you should do, Miss Lena? You should take yourself on a trip somewhere, like to South America or Europe or someplace.
Oh, child.
I'm serious. Just pack up your bags and go. Don't be worrying about the family and just have yourself a ball.
You sound like I'm about ready to die. You gonna go with me? Child, what I look like wandering around Europe all by myself?
Shoot. These here rich white women do it all the time. Ain't nothing for them to pack up a suitcase and pile up on one of them steamships and swoosh, they gone, honey.
Well, something always told me I wasn't no rich white woman.
Well, what are you gonna do with it then?
I ain't rightly decided. Now, some of it got to be put away for beneath in her school, and ain't nothing gonna touch that part of it, not nothing. But I've been thinking, maybe we might be able to meet the notes on a little two-story somewhere. If we take part of the insurance money for down payment and everybody kind of chip in a little bit, I could maybe take on a little day work every now and again.
Lord knows, we sure put enough money in this here rat trap to pay for 4 houses by now.
Rat trap? Yeah, that's all it is now. Now, I remember just as well the day me and Big Walter moved in here. I ain't been married about 2 weeks and wasn't planning on living here long. We was going to settle away a little by little, don't you know, and buy us a house out there in Morgan Park. We hadn't even peeked out the house with a little dirt back there. I could make me a garden. It looks right dumpy now. But child, you should know about all the dreams I had about buying that house and fixing it up and fixing me a little garden in the back. Ain't none of that happened.
Life sure can be a bearer of disappointments.
Honey, Big Walter used to come in here some nights and sat down on that couch there. He'd look at that rug, look back at me, look at the rug, look back at me again. I know he was really down. And Lord, honey, when I lost that baby little Claude, I thought I was going to lose Big Walter too. That man grieved himself. He was one man to love his children.
Yeah, ain't nothing can tear at you like losing your baby.
I guess that's how come he worked himself to death like he done. Like he was fighting his own war with this here word that took his baby from him.
He sure was a fine man. All right. I always liked Mr. Younger.
Well, now, he was a fine man and crazy about his children. But God knows there's plenty wrong with him now. He was hard-headed, mean, kind of wild with the women. Plenty wrong with him. But he loved his children. Always wanted them to have something, be something. I reckon that's where Walter Lee get these notions from. The Big Walter used to sit down in that chair and he'd lean back and say, seemed like God didn't see fit to give a black man nothing but dreams. But he did give us children to make those dreams worthwhile. He could talk like that, don't he?
Yes, he sure could. He was a good man, Mr. Younger.
He was a fine man. Just couldn't catch up to his dreams, that's all.
What could be so dirty on this woman's rug that she got to vacuum every single day?
Well, I wish a certain young woman who I could name would take an interest in a certain rug I can also name in a certain apartment.
How much house can one house need, for Christ's sake?
Benny,
Just listen to her.
Oh, God.
if you use the Lord's name just one more time, here,
Oh, Mama.
Just fresh as salt, this girl.
Well, if the salt loses its savor.
Now that'll do. I just ain't gonna have you right here reciting scriptures in vain. You hear me?
How did I manage to get on everybody's wrong side just by entering the room?
If you wasn't so fresh.
Ruth, I'm 20 years old.
Lord, what time you be home from school today, girl?
Kinda late. Madeline starts my guitar lessons today.
No, what kind of lessons?
Guitar.
Oh, Father.
How come you don't take it in your mind to learn to play the guitar?
I just want to, that's all.
Child, don't you know what to do with yourself? How long it gonna be before you get tired of this like you got tired of the little play acting group you was in last year? And what was it the year before that?
The horseback riding club, for which she spent $55 on that riding habit that's still hanging up in the closet.
I just want to learn to play the guitar. Is there something wrong with that?
Ain't nobody trying to stop you, child. I just wonder why you got to flip so from one thing to another. You ain't never done nothing with that camera equipment you brought home last year.
People have to express themselves one way or another.
Well, what is it you're trying to express?
Don't worry, I don't expect y'all to understand.
Who you going out with tomorrow night?
George Murchison again.
Oh, you getting a little sweet on him, eh?
You asked me, that child ain't sweet on nobody but herself. Express herself.
Oh, Mama, I like George all right. Enough to go out with him and stuff, but
What does that stuff mean?
mind your business.
Stop picking at him now, Ruth. Well, now, what does it mean?
Mama, I just mean I can never be serious with someone like George. He's so shallow.
Shallow? What do you mean shallow? He's rich.
I know he's rich. He knows he's rich too.
Well, what other qualities a man gotta have to satisfy you, little girl?
You couldn't hardly understand. Anybody who married Walter couldn't possibly understand.
What kind of way is that for you to talk about your brother?
Brother is a flip, let's face it.
What's a flip?
She's saying he crazy.
What's your mouth, child?
Brother is not crazy yet. He's an elaborate neurotic.
Oh, now stop it. Hush.
As for George, he looks good. He drives a beautiful car. Takes me to nice places. And as my sister-in-law would say, he's probably the richest boy I ever get to know. And I even like him sometimes. But if the youngers are sitting around to see if they sweet little Benny's gonna tie up the family with the Murchisons, they're wasting their time.
You mean if George Murchison asked you to marry him, you wouldn't?
No.
That rich man? Honey, I knew you was odd.
No, I wouldn't marry him. If all I felt for him is what I feel now. And besides, George's family wouldn't really like it.
Why not?
Oh, Mama. The Murchisons are honest to God, for real, rich colored people. And the only thing in the world more snobbish than rich white folks are rich colored folks. I thought everybody knew that. I've met Miss Murchison. She's a scene.
Now, you mustn't dislike people because they're well off, honey.
Why not? It makes just as much sense as not liking someone because they poor. And lots of people do that.
Well, she'll get over some of that.
Get over it. Ruth, what are you talking about? I'm going to be a doctor. I ain't worried about who I'm going to marry yet. If I ever get married.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably will get married. But first, I'm going to be a doctor. And George, for one, still thinks that's pretty funny. Couldn't be bothered with someone like that. I'm going to be a doctor, and everyone around here better get used to it.
Of course you're going to be a doctor, honey. God willing.
God hasn't got a thing to do with it.
Now, Benita, that just wasn't necessary.
Well, neither is God. What's God have to do with anything?
You about to get your first little jaw slap.
That's just what it be, all right.
I mean it. What does God have to do with anything? I'm tired of hearing about God all the time. Does he pay tuition?
Watch it now.
Why can't I say what I want around here like everybody else?
It don't sound nice for a young girl to say things like that. Me and your father went to trouble to get you and your brother to church every Sunday. You wasn't brought up that way.
Mama, you don't understand. It's all a matter of ideas. And God, it's just one idea I don't accept. It's not important. I'm not going to go out being immoral or committing crimes because I don't believe in God. I don't even think about it. I just get tired of him getting all the credit for all the things the human race achieves through its own stubborn effort. There simply is no blasted God. There's only man, and it is he who creates miracles.
Now you say after me. In my mother's house, there is still God. In my mother's house, there is still God.
In my mother's house, it's still God.
It's some ideas in this house we ain't gonna have as long as I'm the head of this family.
Yes, ma'am.
Benny, you think you're a grown woman. What you did was childish. So you got treated like a little girl.
I see. I also see that everyone thinks it's okay for Mama to be a tyrant. But all the tyranny in the world would never put a God in the heavens.
She said she was sorry.
Lord, they frightens me, Ruth, my children.
You got good children, Lena. They just a little mixed up sometimes, but they good.
No, something done come down between me and them that don't let us understand each other. One talking about money all the time, and the other one done come out talking about things I can't even understand.
Now you taking this all too serious, Lena. You got strong-willed children, and it takes a strong woman like you to keep them in hand.
They spirited all right, my children. Benny and Walter. Got to admit they got spirit. Just like this little old plant right here. They ain't never got no sun or nothing, and just look at it.
You sure loves that plant.
Yeah, I always wanted me a garden like the houses down home, and this here plant was the closest thing I ever got to one. Lord, I tell you what, ain't nothing as dreary as a view out this here window on a dreary day, is it? Ruth, why you ain't singing this morning? Sing that No Ways Tired. That song just lifts me up so. Ruth! Ruth, honey, what's the matter? Ruth! Ruth!
Grandma, that stuff Benny and Jesus smells awful. Can I go downstairs, please?
You got all them chores done. I ain't seen you doing much.
Yes, I'm finished early. Where did Mama go this morning?
To the doctor, I think.
Where?
To tend to some business.
Hello? Yes, he is. It's Willie Harris again.
Hello, Willie? Yeah, no, not yet. I told you the mailman doesn't get here till 10:30. Now, you get the papers from the lawyer yet? No. I'll come down there. Okay. All right.
Brother, where did Ruth go?
How should I know?
Oh, come on, Grandma. Could I please go downstairs?
Oh, I guess so. Now you stay right out front and keep a watch out for the post office now here.
Yes, ma'am. Leave them poor little cockroaches alone. They ain't hurt you none. Grandma,
Look out there now, girl, before you be spilling some of that stuff on this here child.
that's right. Look out now.
Couldn't imagine it'd hurt him any. It never hurt the roaches.
With little boys' hides ain't as tough as Southside roaches. You better get from over there behind that bureau. I saw one marching out of there like Napoleon yesterday.
Mama, there's only one way to get rid of them. Set fire to this whole building. Mama, where did Ruth go?
To the doctor, I think.
The doctors. Why? What's
Now,
the matter?
I ain't saying what I think, but I ain't never been wrong about no woman before either.
Hello. Oh, hey. When did you get back? And how was it? Of course I missed you in my own way. This morning? Nothing, just doing some cleaning. My mom really doesn't like when I have people over with it looking like this. You have? Well, that's different. What is it? Oh, what the hell? Come on over. All right, I'll see you then. Arrivederci.
Who you inviting over to this house looking like this here, child? You ain't got the pride you was born with.
Mama. Asagai is an intellectual. He doesn't care about how houses look. Oh, Asagai. Joseph Asagai. He's an African boy I met on campus, and he's been studying in Canada all summer.
What his name?
Asagai. Joseph Asagai. He's a Nigerian boy.
Oh, that's that country was founded by the slaves way back.
No, Mama, that's Liberia.
I don't think I never met no African before.
Well, please do me a favor. Don't go asking a whole bunch of ignorant questions about Africa, like if they wear clothes and stuff like that.
Well, now, I guess if you think we so ignorant, you shouldn't bring your friends around here.
Mama, it's just people act such crazy things when it comes to Africa. Like, the only thing they know about Africa is Tarzan.
Well, why should I know anything about Africa?
Why do you give money to the churches for missionary work?
That's to help save people.
You mean save them from heathenism?
Yeah.
I'm afraid they need more salvation from the British and the French.
Well, I guess by all the happy faces, everybody knows.
Ruth, you pregnant?
Lord have mercy. I sure hope it's a little old girl. Travis ought to have a sister.
Did you mean to? I mean, did you plan it or was it an accident?
What you know about planning and not planning?
She's 20 years old, Lena.
Did you plan it, Ruth?
Mind your own business.
It is my business. Where's it going to sleep? On the roof? I didn't mean that. I don't feel that way at all. I think it's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Yes. Travis! Travis! What y'all doing down there? Boy, keep playing with rats. What?
Tell that dummy to get himself up here at once.
Travis, you get up these stairs at once.
Chasing rats.
Doctor say everything's gonna be all right.
Yes, she said everything's gonna be fine.
She? What doctor you went to?
Mama, you should have seen that rat. Big as a cat, honest. Golly, that rat was really cut. And Butler caught him with his heel, and the janitor, Mr. Barnett, got him with the stick, and then they got him in the corner, and bam, bam, bam. The rat was bleeding and jumping like everything, too. There's rat blood all over the street.
Oh, you hush up there now, talking all that terrible stuff. The hush now.
All right. You go outside and don't play with any rats.
Honey, what's the matter with you? Just sit, honey.
She gonna be okay, Mama?
Yeah, she gonna be all right. Women gets right depressed when they get her weight. Now you just relax. That's right. Just lean back. Don't think about nothing at all. Just relax. That's right. Just relax.
I'm all right.
Just relax.
That must be Asagai.
You need to lie down and rest a while and get you some nice hot food. Just rest.
Jaleo.
Come in. Please. Please excuse everything. My mother was very upset that I let somebody over with the place looking like this.
You look disturbed. Is something wrong?
Yes. We've all got a case of acute ghettoitis. Please, sit. Oh, wait. Sorry. So, how was Canada?
Canadian.
Asagai, I'm very glad you're back.
Are you really?
Yes, very.
Well, you seemed kind of glad when I went away. What happened?
You went away.
Ah,
Before you wanted to be so serious, before there was even time.
time? How much time did it be before one know what's one really feel?
What did you bring me?
Open in the seat.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the records too?
Wait, I shall teach you how to drip it properly.
Okay.
Ooh, Papa, babe, Mama, shit, babe. You work very well. Very well with your little hair, though.
My hair? What's the matter with my hair?
Was you born with it like that?
No, of course not.
How then?
You know very well how this is not just as crinkly as yours.
So to accommodate you in this ugly thing out here, huh?
No, it's just a little hard to manage when it's raw.
So to accommodate you, you live every week?
It's not mutilation.
You always say that about little things. I'm only teasing you. Do you remember the first time we met in school? And I thought you were the most serious thing I ever seen. And you said, Mr. Asagai, I want to talk to you about Africa. You see, Mr. Asagai, I'm looking for my identity.
Yes.
Well, if this is not a true profile Hollywood queen, as perhaps a queen of a Nile, well, what does it matter? As Michelin is so popular in your country.
I am not a
Oh,
simulationist.
such a serious one. So, do you like the work? You should take excellent care of them. They're from my sister's personal wardrobe.
You sent all the way home for me?
Well, for you, I would do much more. Well, that is what I came for. I must go.
Will you call me on Monday?
Yes, you want to have a great deal to talk about identity and time at all.
Time.
Yes, how much time there be before one know how one really feel.
You see, you never understood that there can be more than one feeling that exists between a woman and a man. Or at least there should be.
No, between a man and woman, it should be one feeling. And I have this feeling for you right this moment.
I know you do. But by itself, it's not enough. I can find that anywhere.
For a woman, it should.
I know that's what you think. Because that's what it says in all the novels that men write. Ah, yeah, that's funny, huh? But I refuse to be someone's little episode of America on one of them.
You see, it is that every American girl I've known, black, white, say the same thing to me. Same speech, you're all the same.
Yep.
It is how you can be so sure that the most liberated woman, not liberated at all. Y'all talk about it too much.
Oh, Mama, this is Mr. Asagai. How do you do?
How do you do, Miss Younger? Please forgive me for coming at such an outrageous hours on a Saturday.
Well, you're quite welcome. I just hope you understand that our house don't always look like this. You must come again. I would love to hear all about your country. You know, I think it's a shame that our American Negroes don't know nothing about Africa except Tarzan and all that. And all that money they put in these churches, they ought to be giving it to you and helping you drive out them French and Englishmen. They'll take away your land. Where you from?
Many thousands.
Oh, I bet you don't even look after yourself, being away from your mom and all that. I expect you're gonna have to come around here and get you some home cooked meals from time to time.
Thank you very much. Well, I must go, Aleo. I'll call you on Monday.
What do you call you?
Oh, Aleo. I hope you don't mind. It's a nickname. It's Yoruba.
I thought he was from.
Well, Nigeria is my tribe of origin, but yes.
You never told us what Alio means. For all I know, you could be calling me a little idiot or something.
You see, like, it's kind of difficult to explain. See, there's such a thing can be difficult when you change languages.
You're evading.
No, really. I think it means for whom bread no food is not enough. Is that all right?
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's nice. So you come again. Lord, that's a pretty good thing to stuff out here. See how we done got so interested in Africa. Missionaries, my Aunt Jenny, child.
What's the matter, girl? You cracking up?
Shut up. She's resting now. Travis, go down to the store and give me some more cleanse. This here thing is empty as Jacob's kettle. Riding at Miss Johnson, here.
I just came in.
Don't do what you're told now. Well, now where you going?
To become a queen of the Nile.
Lord. Right. Well, now who told you to get up?
Ain't nothing wrong with me to be lying down. Where did Benny go?
Child, as far as I could make out, Egypt, honey.
Egypt.
What time is it getting to?
10:20, and the mailman gonna run just like he did every morning for the last umpteen years.
She said to tell you that she don't have much.
Lord have mercy. Some people like a name sure is tight-fisted. If she that hard up for a cleanser, I don't want to forget to get another. More 2 cans of cleanser down there on the list there for her.
Lena, maybe the woman was just out of cleanser.
Much baking powder she done borrowed from me, she could have been in gone in the baking business all these here years.
Get on down them stairs, boy.
Lord, if you mean it don't really, huh?
Lena, $10,000.
Well, I don't know what we all excited about. We've been knowing it was coming for months now.
That's a lot different from being able to have it in your hand.
And now hush, now we ain't been no people to be silly about no money.
We ain't never had no money before. $10,000.
Lord. Child.
Open it.
Hush, now it's just a check.
Open it, Lena.
Open it, Grandma.
Travis, you know right number zeros.
Yes, ma'am. $10,000. Golly, Grandma, you rich.
Lordy. Put it away somewhere, boo. $10,000.
What's the matter with Grandma? Don't she want to be rich?
$10,000 they give me.
You go on downstairs. Oh, Lena, now, you done got yourself all worked up.
I guess if it wasn't for you all, I'd have been put that money away. I gave it to the church or something like that.
Now you know Mr. Younger would be plain old mad to hear you talking foolish like that.
Yeah, I guess he would. He sure would. We got plenty enough to do with that money though now. Where you went today, girl?
To the doctor.
Now, Ruth, you know better than that. Now, old Dr. Jones is strange enough in his way, but ain't nothing about him make nobody slip and call him she like you did today.
Well, that's what I did. Slip of my tongue.
You went to see that woman, didn't you?
What woman you talking about?
You know that woman. That woman's good.
Did it come?
Can't you give somebody a Christian greeting before you start asking about money?
Oh, did it come?
Son, I think you need to talk to your wife.
$10,000. Whew. Mama, look. Old Willie Harris put everything on paper.
Son,
I can talk to her later, Mama. I can talk to her later. Look, Mom.
Son,
Will somebody please listen to me today?
Walter Lee, I don't allow no yelling in this house. And you know it. Ain't gonna be no investing in no liquor stores either.
But Mama, you ain't even looked at it.
I don't aim to speak on that again.
You ain't even looked at it and you don't even speak on it again? You ain't looked at it and you've decided? Will you tell that to my boy tonight, Mama, when he has to go to sleep on his couch? You tell it to Ruth tomorrow, Mama, when she has to leave out of here and go work in somebody else's kitchen. You tell it to me, Mama, when you need a new pair of curtains and I gotta watch you walk out of here to look after somebody else's kids. Yeah, you tell it to me then, Mama.
Where you going?
Out.
I'm gonna come too.
I don't want you to come.
Walter Lee, I got something to talk to you about.
I don't care.
Walter Lee, sit down.
I'm a grown man, Mama.
Ain't nobody didn't say you wasn't grown. But you in my house and in my presence. And as long as you are, you talk to your wife civil. Now sit down.
Oh, just let him go on and drink himself to death. He makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, you know, you turn mine too, baby. Mama, you know what? That was my biggest mistake.
Walter Lee, what is the matter with you?
Matter with me? Ain't nothing matter with me.
Yes, it is. There is something eating up at you more than me not giving you this money. I've been watching it happen to you for years now. You've been acting, you get all wild, acting in the eyes, and I say sit there now, I'm talking to you. Seem like you get into a place where you always tied up in a knot or something. If anybody asks you about it, you yell at them and bust out the house and go drink somewhere. Walter Lee, people can't live like that. Ruth is a good, patient, and kind girl in her way. Don't you make the mistake of driving that girl away from you.
Why? What'd she do for me?
Walter Lee, she loves you.
Mama, I gotta get out of here and go somewhere, be by myself for a while.
That's dangerous, son.
What's dangerous?
When a man goes outside his house to look for peace.
Then why can't there never be no peace up in his house then?
You done find it somewhere else?
No, it's no other woman. Why women always think there's somebody else when a man gets restless? Mama, don't you know what this money means to me? Don't you know what this money can do for us? Mama, I got so many dreams. Mama, I got so many dreams. It's driving me crazy, Mama. Just look at me.
I'm looking at you, son. You're a good-looking boy. You got a job, a nice wife, a fine boy.
A job? Mama, a job? Mama, I open and close doors all day long. I drive a man around in his limousine. And I say, yes, sir. No, sir. Very good, sir. Should we take the drive, sir? Mama, ain't no kind of job. Ain't nothing at all. I don't think I can make you understand, Mama.
Understand what, baby?
Mama, sometimes it's like I can see my future just stretched out there at the edge of my days. A big, gloomy, blank space, all waiting for me. Nothing. But it don't have to be that way, Mama. No, Sometimes when I'm driving downtown past those cool-looking restaurants, and I see those white boys making deals for millions of dollars, sometimes I see guys don't look much older than me.
Son, how come you talk so much about money?
'Cause it's life, Mama.
Oh? So now it's life. Money is life. Once upon a time, freedom was life. Now it's money?
I don't think I can make you understand. It's always been money, Mama. We just didn't know about it.
No. Something has changed. You something new, boy. Back in my day, we was worried about being lynched, making it to the north if we could, and how to stay alive and have a pinch of dignity too. Now, you and Benita come talking about stuff me and your daddy ain't never even hardly thought about. You ain't proud of nothing we done. I mean, you had a home. We kept you out of trouble till you was grown. You didn't have to ride on the back of nobody's streetcar to work.
I can't. You just don't understand. I can't make you understand.
Son, do you know your wife expecting another baby? That's what she want to talk to you about. Now, this here ain't for me to be telling, but I think Ruth thinking about getting rid of that child.
No. Ruth wouldn't do something like that, Mama.
When the world gets ugly enough, a woman would do anything for her family, the part that's already living.
No. You don't know Ruth like that, Mama, if you think she'd do something like that.
Yes, I would too, Walter. I gave the lady a $5 down payment.
Well, I'm waiting to hear you say something. I'm waiting to hear how you be your daddy's son. Your wife say she gonna get rid of your child. I'm waiting to hear you say something. I'm waiting to hear you be like your father and say we done give up one baby to poverty and we ain't giving up now another one. I'm waiting. If you a son of mine, tell her.
Ruth.
You a disgrace of your father's memory. Somebody get my hat.
What have we have on tonight?
You are looking at what a well-dressed Nigerian woman wears. Isn't it beautiful? Enough of this assimilationist junk.
What kind of dance is that?
It's a folk dance.
What kind of folks do that, honey?
It's from Nigeria. It's a dance of welcome.
Who are you welcoming?
The men back to their village.
Where they been?
Out hunting or something. They're on their way back now.
That's good.
Yeah! Ethiopia stretch forth her hands again!
Africa sure is coming to our own tonight.
Shut up! I'm digging them drums. Them drums move me. In my heart of heart, I am much warrior.
In your heart of hearts, you are much drunker.
That's my man, me and Jumo. It's my man, Kenyatta. Flaming spear. Hot damn. A kamikaze.
A kamikaze flaming spear.
The lion is walking a Weema way. Listen, my black brothers?
Come Garcia!
Do you hear the waters rushing against the shores of our coastland?
We hear you, flaming spear!
Do you hear the cocks in the yonder hills beyond where the chiefs meet in council of the coming of the great war?
Come Garcia!
Do you hear the beating of the wings of the birds flying low over the low places of our land?
Come Garcia!
Do you hear the singing of the women singing the sweet war songs of our fathers to our children in the great houses? Singing the great war songs. Do you hear, my black brothers?
We hear you, flaming spear!
Telling us of the coming of the great times. Black brother! Black brother, hell.
Get up from there. You got company. Get down there from there, Walter Lee. Acting like a fool standing on that table. You have to excuse him. He's a little drunk. I don't know what her excuse is.
Benny, honey, we're going to the theater, not to be in it. Go get changed. What in the name of... What have you done to your head, your hair? What have you done to your hair?
Nothing but cut it off.
Girl, you done lost your natural mind. Look at your head. What you do to it?
I cut it. And if I go out with George, it's up to him. If he's ashamed of his heritage.
Benny, don't be so proud of yourself for looking eccentric.
How can something that's natural be eccentric?
That's what eccentric means, being natural. Go get dressed.
I don't like that, George.
Why you and your brother must make an argument out of everything people say?
Because I hate assimilationist Negroes.
Can somebody please tell me what whatever means?
Oh, it's just a college girl's way of calling someone an Uncle Tom. But that isn't what it means at all.
Well, what does it mean?
It means somebody who's willing to give up their own culture and submerge themselves in the dominant, and in this case, the more oppressive culture.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Here we go. Another lecture on our African past, on our great West African heritage. In 1 second, we'll hear all about the great Ashanti Empire, the great Songhai civilization, the great sculptures of Benin, and maybe some poetry in Bantu. And the entire monologue will end in one word: heritage. Listen, honey, your heritage is nothing but a bunch of raggedy-ass spirituals and grass huts.
Grass huts. There you are, standing in your splendid ignorance, talking about the first people to smell iron on the face of the earth. The Ashanti were performing surgical operations, while the French were tattooing themselves with blue dragons.
Have a seat, George. Kind of warm, ain't it? I mean, for September. It's just like they always say about Chicago's weather. If it's too hot or too cold for you, just wait a minute. It'll change. They say it has to do with all those bombs and things that they kept having going off. You care for a nice cold beer?
No, thank you. I don't care for beer. I hope she hurries up.
Oh, what time's the show?
It's an 8:30 curtain, but that's only in Chicago. In New York, curtain time is 8:40.
New York, you get to New York a lot?
A few times a year.
I've never been to New York.
New York ain't got nothing Chicago ain't. Just a bunch of hustlers all squeezed up together, being Eastern.
Oh, you've been?
Plenty of times.
Walter Lee Younger.
Plenty. Why don't you get this man something to drink? They don't know how to be hospitable around here, man.
No, thank you. I don't care for anything.
Where's Mama?
She ain't come back yet.
Why are you college boys with them faggoty-looking white shoes?
Walter, leave!
What? I mean, white shoes as cold as it is.
You have to excuse him.
Excuse me for what? I excuse myself when I needs to be excused. Shoes, white shoes, as cold as it is. Look as crazy as them knee socks that Benito always wears out of here.
It's the college style, Walter.
Style hell, look like she got burnt legs or something.
Oh, Walter.
Oh, Walter, oh, Walter. So, I hear you and your dad about to buy that hotel down there on the drive. Shrewd move, man. Yeah. I like your dad. He thinks big, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I think he's running out of ideas. I'm gonna have to talk to him, man. Cause I got some ideas that could turn this city upside down. Shoot, I think like he does, big. Shoot, invest big, gamble big, hell, lose big if you have to, you dig? Yeah, man, maybe me and you should talk sometimes.
Oh yeah, Walter, we'll do that sometimes.
Yeah, well, when you got time, I know you're a busy little boy and all.
Walter!
What? I know ain't nothing as busy as you colored college boys with your fraternity pins and white shoes.
Walter, please!
No. I see you all the time. Going to your classes with your books tucked underneath your arms. And for what? They teach you down there. They filling up your head with the sociology and the psychology. They teach you how to be a man? They're telling you how to run a steel mill or a rubber plantation? No, just how to talk proper, read books, and wear them faggy looking white shoes.
You all whacked out on bitterness, man.
Bitter? Ain't you bitter, man? Ain't you see no stars out there gleaming that you just can't reach out and grab? You got it made? You can tip some of a bitch, you got it made? Bitter. I'm a volcano. Bitter. Here I am, a giant, surrounded by ants. Ants who don't even know what a giant's talking about.
Walter, ain't you with nobody?
No, because ain't nobody with me. Not even my own mother.
Oh, Walter, that's not fair.
Hey! You look great.
What did you do to your head?
Nothing but cut it off, brother.
Oh, well, this is what that must mean by the African bush.
Good
You know
night.
what? I think it looks great. It really does.
Yes, I think so too.
Oh, no, you leave yours alone, baby. You might mess around and have a pin-shaped head or something.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Good night, Prometheus.
Who's Prometheus?
Oh, don't worry about it.
See, they get to a point where they can't even insult you man to man.
How do you know it's an insult? Prometheus is probably a nice fellow.
Prometheus, I bet there ain't even no such thing. Simple-minded clown. Prometheus, yeah.
Walter,
Oh, don't start.
don't start what?
You're nagging. Where was I? Who was I with? How much money did I spend?
Walter Lee, why don't we just try to talk about it?
I've been out talking with people who understand me, who care about what I got on my mind.
Oh, people like Willie Harris.
Yes, people like Willie Harris.
Well, why don't you guys just go ahead and go into liquor business and stop talking about it?
Why? You wanna know why? Because we a group of men tied to a race with people who don't do nothing but moan, pray, and have babies.
Well, I guess I better go on and go to bed then. Walter, I'm sorry about this baby. I guess I just didn't really realize how bad things were between us. I guess I just didn't really realize. Maybe I ought to go ahead and do what I started. I'm sorry, Walter. Would you like some hot milk?
Hot milk?
Yes, hot milk.
Why hot milk?
Cuz, with all that liquor you come home with, you ought to have something hot in your stomach.
I don't want no hot milk.
Well, would you like some coffee then?
No, I don't want no coffee. I don't want nothing hot to eat. Why you always offer me something to drink?
Well, what else can I give you, Walter?
It's been rough, baby, huh? I mean, between you and me, the way something doesn't come down between us, I mean, it gets to a point where people can't talk softly to each other, baby.
I don't know, Walter. I think about it a lot.
On that count of me and you mean? The way something done come down between us?
Walter, it don't have to be like this between us.
Sometimes I don't even know how to talk to you.
Walter,
Yes?
things don't have to be this way between us. You remember how it used to be when Travis was born? How we used to sit and talk and think about the way we were going to live? The house we were going to live in? Walter, sometimes people do some things to make things a little bit better. It don't have to be this way between us, Walter.
Mama! Where you been?
Oh, my, them steps is longer than they used to be. How you feeling this evening, Ruth?
Mama, where you been?
Where's Travis?
I sent him out. He ain't come back yet, and boy, is he gonna get it when he do.
Mama, where you been all day long?
I went downtown to do some business.
Mama, what kind of business?
Now, you know better than to question me like a child, brother.
Mama, you ain't gonna do nothing crazy with that insurance money then, did you?
Mama,
I nothing. Thought I told you 1,000 times. Get on in here. Get ready for your beating.
but
I nothing.
Why don't y'all ever let the child explain himself?
Lena, you stay out of this now.
Well, at least let me tell him something. I want him to be the first one to hear. Come here, baby. You know that money we got in the mail this morning?
yes, sir.
Now, what you think your grandmama done went and done with it?
I don't know, Grandma.
She went and bought you a house. You glad about the house? It's gonna be yours when you get to be a man now.
Yeah, I always wanted to live in a house.
Wait. When you say prayers at night, you thank God and your grandfather because it was him who gave it to you in his way. Now give me some sugar.
Now you get on in here and get ready for your beating.
Please, Mama.
So you went and did it.
Yes, I did.
So how much is it? Where is it? When do we move?
When the first of the month,
Oh, praise God. Walter, honey, be happy. Lena, where is it?
it's in Clyburn Park. Now it's a nice house too. It's 3 bedrooms, a nice big one for you and Ruth. Now me and Benita still gotta share our room. But now I figure if this new baby is a boy, we can get one of them double-decker outfits. And there's a yard with a little patch of dirt where I can maybe get to grow me some flowers.
Clyburn Park?
406 Clyburn Street, Clyburn Park.
Well, I ain't never been afraid of no crackers, mind you, but you ain't find no place anywhere else?
Well, I did the best I could. It's gonna be some colored folks living out there now.
So that's the peace and comfort you went out and bought for us today?
Son, I just tried to find the best house for the least amount of money for my family.
Well, if it's my time to say goodbye to these goddamn cracking walls and these marching roaches, and to this kitchen, which ain't and never was. Lord, I say it loud and proud. Hallelujah, and thank you, Jesus. Goodbye, misery, and I don't ever want to see your ugly face again. Lena.
Yes, honey.
Lena, is there a lot of sunlight?
There's a whole lot of sunlight.
Lord, I sure don't feel like beating nobody today.
Son, you understand what I did, don't you? I just seen my family falling apart right before my very eyes. Just falling apart. We was going backwards instead of forwards. Talking about killing babies and wishing each other was dead. We couldn't have gone on like that. When things in life get like that, you got to do something bigger. You got to push out and do something bigger. Son, I wish you'd say something about how deep down inside you know I did the right thing.
What you need me tell you done right for? It was your money. You did what you wanted to do with it. You run this family. You do what you want to do. So you butchered up a dream of mine. You. Always talking about your children's dreams.
Walter Lee.
Tell me what's going on. Who is Africa? Tell me who is this Africa? Denise. Okay, okay. Whatever you say. Look, we've had a good night so far. It's not ruined, okay?
I'm trying to talk to you.
We always talk.
Yes, but I love to talk.
And I know it. And I don't mind it sometimes. Look, I want you to cut it out, see? With the moody stuff I mean. You're a good-looking girl. I mean, all over. Drop the atmosphere. Guys aren't going for the atmosphere. They're going for what they see. And be glad for that. Benithia, drop the garble routine. It doesn't go with you. Look, as for myself, I'm looking for a sweet, simple, sophisticated, not a
Why are you so mad, George?
Because this is stupid. I don't go out with you to discuss the nature of quiet desperation or to hear about your thoughts.
So why read books and why go to school?
It's simple. You read books to get the grades, to pass the course, to get a degree. Nothing else. It has nothing to do with thoughts, believe me.
I see. Good night, George.
Hello, George. How are you feeling?
Well, how are you, Miss Sandra?
Oh, a little tired. You know these steps can get you up your long days away. You all have a nice time?
Yes, ma'am. A fine time. A fine time.
Well, good night.
Good night, Miss Sandra.
Hello, honey. Why are you sitting like that?
I'm just sitting over.
What's the matter? Did you have a good time?
No.
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 What's the matter?
Mama, George is a fool. Honest.
Is he, baby?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, Guess you better not waste your time with no fools then.
Mama. Yes, baby. Thank you. For what? Understanding me this time.
Now don't fool with any of this stuff now, Lena.
Oh, I just thought I saw a few things out. Is brother here?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, hello there, Johnson.
Well, hello there yourself. How's you doing today, Ruth?
Fine, Miss Johnson. How you?
Fine. Whew. It looks like we're getting ready to move on up. Look at the youngest. Yes, sir. Look at them. God bless.
Yes, bless God.
He's good, ain't he?
Yes, he's good.
I mean, he works in mysterious ways sometimes,
Yes, he does.
but he works.
Yes, he does. Amen.
Woo. I'm just so happy for y'all. And look at this here child. She about to pop open with happiness. So where's the rest of your family?
Well, Benny's gone to bed.
She ain't got no sickness, I hope.
No, she was out this evening. She's just a little tired.
Oh, she's still going out with that little Murchison boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's lovely. You sure does have some lovely children, Miss Younger. Isaiah and I talks about that all the time. About how lovely children you were blessed with. Sure do.
Ruth, give Miss Johnson a piece of sweet potato pie and some milk.
Oh, no. I can't stay long. I just came by to see if there was anything that I could help with. Y'all seen what's been in the color paper this last week?
No, I didn't get mine yet this week.
You mean y'all ain't read what was in the color paper? About them color people getting bombed out there in their house this week? Oh, man, just to think about how these white folks in Chicago is getting. I almost about to think I'm back in Mississippi. Of course, I do think it's nice how some of us just keep on pushing up and out. Of course, you know, I heard that some Negroes say they don't go anywhere that they ain't wanted. But not Wilhelmina Ophelia Johnson. I go where I want, when I want. I sure do. Because if we left to these here crackers, niggas wouldn't have nothing. Oh, I forget every time. You don't allow that word in your house, does you?
I don't know.
The other day, when Isaiah was trying to say that, come saying that word in front of me, I says, Isaiah, it's just like Miss Younger says all the time.
Do you want some more pie?
No, this was fine. No, thank you. I think it's time for me to be getting on home to get my last cup of coffee, my midnight coffee. You know, I hear some people say they just don't sleep when they have their last cup of coffee. But I find that I don't close my eyes just right unless I have my last cup of coffee. My good night coffee, I call it.
Ruth, why don't you give Miss Johnson some coffee?
Well, where's brother this evening?
He's lying there.
sure does get his beauty rest, don't he? Good looking man. He sure is a good looking man. Guess that's why y'all keep coming up with all these babies around here. Oh, and brother, he always knows how to have a good time. And so ambitious. You know, I bet it was his idea about y'all moving out to Clyburn Park. I bet this time next month, y'all names have been bid in the paper plenty. Negroes invade Clyburn Park. Bomb!
We ain't exactly moving out there to get bombed.
Well, honey, you know, I praise every day that the Lord don't allow nothing like that to happen to y'all. But we got to look at life like it is. And these Chicago Peckerwoods is some bad Peckerwoods.
We done thought all about that now, Miss Johnson.
Well, hello, Benny.
Hello, Mrs. Johnson.
How's school?
Fine, Mrs. Johnson.
The child act like she can't hardly talk to nobody.
No, the child was on the way to the bathroom.
I know, but you know how she act like she don't hardly have the time to pass the time when nobody ain't been to college. Well, I ain't criticizing her none, but you know how our young folk get when they get a little bit of education. Well, I guess I better be getting on home. Of course, I can understand now how she can be proud and everything, being she the only one in this family to do something with herself. Well, you know, brother's never been satisfied with being a chauffeur, but it shouldn't feel that way though. Ain't nothing wrong with being a chauffeur.
There's plenty wrong with it.
What?
Plenty. My husband always said being any kind of servant wasn't a fit thing for a man to have to be. He always said a man's hands was made to make things to turn the earth with, not to drive nobody's car for him or carry their slop jars. And my boy is just like him. He wasn't meant to wait on nobody.
You youngers is too much for me. Y'all some proud acting colored folks. Well, I like to think you know how Booker T. Washington said that time when he said, education has spoiled many a good plow hand.
Is that what old Booker T said?
He sure did.
It sounds just like him. A fool.
He was one of our good men.
Who said so?
Well, you know, me and you ain't never agreed on everything, Lena Younger. I guess I better be getting on home.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, you can keep the paper. Night!
Good night, Miss Johnson.
If ignorance was gold.
Don't be talking about putting behind their back.
You do.
I'm old and corrupted. And beneath that, you was rude, Miss Johnson. I don't like that now.
Mama, if there are two things we as a people have got to overcome, one is the Ku Klux Klan. The other is Mrs. Johnson.
Smart Alex.
I'll get it.
Lord, ain't this here a popular place tonight?
Hello? Hold on. Walter, it's Mrs. Johnson. Hello? Yes, this is his wife. Yes. He's lying down now. Yes. Well, we were sure we were gonna, he was gonna be able to get up and come in. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. He'll be in tomorrow. Yes. Yes, I know we should have called, but we were certain he would make it in. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Walter, that was Mrs. Arnold.
Was it?
She said you haven't been to work in 3 days. Walter, where have you been for 3 days?
Ain't that sad? Everything's so sad.
What you been doing for these 3 days, son?
Everything is so sad.
Walter, she said Mr. Johnson had to take a cab to work.
That's right. So sad.
Walter, where have you been for 3 days?
Mama, you don't know all the things that a man ain't got leisure can do in this city. What's this? Friday night? So let's see. Wednesday, I borrowed Willie Harrison's car and I just drove. Just me and myself, and I drove that car way out past South Chicago. Just drove and drove and looked at those steel bills all day long. Yeah, I just looked at those big black chimneys for hours. And after that, I went to the Green Hat. Yeah, let's see, Thursday. Thursday, I borrowed Willie Harris's car again. Yeah, I pointed the car in the other direction. And I drove way up past Wisconsin. Yeah, and I just looked at those farms. I just sat there all day and I just looked at the farms. And after that, yeah, I went to the Green Hat. Yeah, and today I didn't borrow the car, Mama. No, today I just walked. I walked way down past South Chicago, and I just stopped there and sat on the curb on 39th and South Parkway. Yeah, I just looked at the Negroes, and the Negroes looked at me. And I looked at the Negroes some more, and the Negroes looked at me. And then, you know where I'm going now? To the Green Hat. Yeah.
Lord, this is the longest of our days before.
Mama, you know what I like about the Green Hat? There's a guy down there who plays the sax, Mama. I mean, he blows. He speaks to me, Mama. You know what else I like about the Green Hat? There's another guy down there who he plays the piano. Oh, they got the best little combo down there at the Green Hat, Mama. Oh, I tell you, you know what? You can just sit there all day long and drink and realize don't nothing really matter worth a damn but just being there.
Walter, I've been wrong, son.
No, Mama, you ain't never been wrong about nothing.
Listen to me now. I say I've been wrong. I've been doing to you the same thing the world been doing to you. Walter, what you ain't never understood is that I ain't got nothing. Don't own nothing. I ain't never really wanted nothing that wasn't for you. There is nothing more precious to me. There's nothing worth holding on to. Money, dreams, nothing if it means it's going to destroy my boy. Now, I paid the man $3,500. That leaves $6,500. Monday morning, I want you to go to the bank here. I want you to take $3,000 and put it in a savings account for beneath the school. Now, the rest of the money, I want you to put in a checking account with your name on it. And from now on, anything that go in or out of that account is for you to decide, it's for you to look after now. I'm telling you to be the head of this family like you're supposed to.
Trust me like that, Mama?
I ain't never stopped trusting you like I never stopped loving.
What's the matter, Daddy? You drunk?
No, Daddy ain't drunk. Daddy Daddy ain't never gonna be drunk again, son.
Well, good night, Daddy.
Son, I feel like talking to you tonight.
About what?
Oh, about what you're gonna be when you grow up, when you become a man. Sit down. What you wanna be when you grow up, son?
A bus driver.
A what? Man, there ain't nothing to wanna be.
Why not?
Cause it ain't big enough, man. You know what I mean?
I don't know then. I can't make up my mind. Sometimes Mama asks me the same thing. But when I tell her I want to be like you, she says she don't want me to be like that. And sometimes she says she does.
Travis, in 7 years, you'll be 17 years old. Things will be real different in 7 years when you're 17. When you're 17, I'll be coming home from some offices.
You don't work in no office, Daddy.
No, but after tonight, after what your daddy gonna do tonight, there's gonna be offices. Plenty of offices.
What you gonna do tonight, Daddy?
Make a transaction, son. A business transaction. It's gonna change our life. See, one day, when you're 17 years old, I'm gonna come home from downtown, from working all day long in our offices and going to conferences and dealing with secretaries getting things wrong the way they do, because an executive life is hell, man. Yeah, I'll come home and I'll drive up the driveway in an all-black Chrysler with white walls. No, black tires. Rich people don't have to be fancy. Although, I will have to get a little something sportier for Ruth to do her shopping in. So I'll come home and I'll drive up the driveway, and the gardener will be flipping at the hedges. And he'll say, "Hello, Mr. Younger." And I'll say, "Hello, George. How are you this evening?" And I'll park the car and come into the house, and Ruth will walk down the steps and meet me at the door. She'll kiss me on the lips. We'll hold hands and walk up the steps and see you in your room. See you in your room looking at all the catalogs of all the great schools in America. No. All the great schools in the world. Yeah. And I'll look at you and I'll say, "Okay, son, it's your 17th birthday. Whatever you want to be, you can be. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Yes, sir. Whatever you want, son, you just ask for it, and I'll give you the world."
Hey, Benita. Hey, looking at their package there and see what I bought at the Southside Center on sale today. Hand-turned hymns.
How do you know what size the windows will be out there?
Oh, well, they bound to fit something in the whole house. They was too good of a bargain to pass up. Oh, Benny, that package right there, will you get it and put a special note on there? Your mama wanted me to make sure the movers knew that it was her fine china. Be very careful with it. You know what I'm gonna do as soon as I get in that new house?
What?
I'm gonna run me some bath water up to here. And I'm gonna get in it, and I'm gonna sit and sit and sit. And the first person that knock on that door and tell me to hurry up and get out,
Get shot at sunrise.
you said it, honey. Girl, they not gonna read that from no airplane.
I guess I think things have more emphasis when they're bigger sometimes.
Lord, you and your brother have that as a philosophy. You know that man has changed so Lord, you know that man has changed so. You know what we did last night?
What?
We went to the movies. We went to the movies. You know when the last time me and Walter went to the movies together?
No.
Me neither. That's just how long it's been. But we went last night. The picture show wasn't much good. But we went and we held hands.
Oh, Lord.
We held hands, and after the show, it was kind of late. It was kind of chilly, and all the stores were closed up, and there wasn't many people on the streets, and we just held hands.
Killing me.
Yeah, we just held hands, me and Walter. Lord, that man has changed so around here. Sweet of my man. Oh.
Talk about old-fashioned Negroes.
What kind of Negroes?
Old-fashioned.
You know, when these new Negroes have their convention, that's going to be the chairman of the board on unending agitation. Whew. Race, race, race. I do believe you are the first person in the human race to successfully brainwash themselves. Damn, girl, even the NAACP takes a holiday sometimes. Shoot, I can see that chick one day operating on the table, and right before she sliced the cat open, she says, "Excuse me, sir, what are your views on civil rights down there?"
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt.
How do you do, miss? I'm looking for Mrs. Lena Younger.
Yes, that's my mother. Ruth, Walter, there is the door. Please come in.
Thank you.
My mother isn't here just now. Is this business?
Yes, well of a sort.
I'm Mrs. Younger's son. I handle most of her business matters. This is my wife and my sister.
How do you do? Well, my name is Carl Lindner.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Linder.
How do you do?
Have a seat. What can we do for you, Mr. Linder?
Well, I am a representative of the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
Okay. How about you set your things on the floor?
Oh, yes, thank you. As I was saying, I'm from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association, and we have had it brought to our attention at our last meeting that you people, or at least your mother, has bought a piece of residential property at 406 Clybourne Street.
Yeah, that's right. Would you like a beer? Ruth, give Mr. Linder a beer.
Oh, no, nothing really. I mean, thank you very much, but no thank you.
Some coffee?
No thank you, nothing at all. Well, I don't know how much you folks know about our organization. It's one of these community organizations made up to sort of take care of block upkeep and special projects, and we have what we call the New Neighbors Orientation Committee.
Yes, and what do they do?
Well, you could say it's a sort of a welcoming committee, I guess. I mean, well, I'm the chairman of the committee. We go around to all the new people moving into the neighborhood and sort of give them the lowdown on the way we do things out in Clybourne Park. And we have a category of what the association calls special community problems.
Yes, and what are some of those?
Easy, child. Let the man talk.
Thank you. I would like to explain this to you in my own way. I mean, to you in a certain way.
Go ahead.
Well, you see, I'm going to try to get right to the point. I think we'll all appreciate that in the long run.
Yes.
Be still now, child.
Well,
Would you care for another chair? You don't look comfortable.
no, thank you very much. Please. To get to the point, I am sure you people must be aware of some of the incidents which have happened in various parts of the city when colored people have moved into certain areas. Because we have what I believe is going to be a unique organization in American community life, not only do we deplore that type of thing, but we are trying to do something about it. We feel that most of the trouble in this world exists, when you come right down to it, most of the trouble exists because people just don't sit down and talk to each other.
You can say that again.
That they don't try hard enough in the world to understand the other fellow's problems.
Now, that's
the other
right.
guy's point of view.
That's right.
Yes, that's the way we feel out in Clybourne Park. And that's why I was elected to come here this afternoon and talk to you people. Friendly like, you know, the way people should talk to each other and see if there isn't some way we couldn't work this thing out. As I say, the whole business is a matter of caring about the other fellow. Yeah, anybody can see you're a nice family of folks, hard-working and honest, I'm sure. Today, everybody knows what it's like to be on the outside of something. And of course, there's always somebody who's out to take advantage of people who don't always understand.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you see, our community is made up of people who have worked hard as the dickens for years to build up that little community. They're not rich and fancy people. They're just hardworking and honest people who don't have much but those little homes and a dream of the kind of community they want to raise their children in. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying we're perfect, and there's a lot of wrong in some of the things they want, but you've got to admit that a man, right or wrong, has the right to have the kind of neighborhood he lives in a certain kind of way. And at the moment, the overwhelming majority of our people out there believe that people get along better, take more of a common interest in the life of the community when they share a common background. Oh, I want you to believe me when I tell you that race prejudice simply does not enter into it. It is a matter of the people of Clybourne Park believing, rightly or wrongly, as I say, that for the happiness of all concerned, that our Negro families are happier when they live in their own communities.
This, friends, is the welcoming committee.
Is that what you came marching all the way over here to tell us?
Well, we've been having a fine conversation.
Go ahead,
I hope
man.
you'll hear me all the way through.
Go ahead, man.
Well, on the face of everything I've said today, we are prepared to make your family a very generous offer.
30 pieces and not one coin less.
Yeah.
Our association is prepared through the collective efforts of our people to buy the house from you at a financial gain to your family.
Lord, ain't this the living God?
All right, you through?
Well, I would like to tell you the exact terms of our financial arrangement.
I don't want to hear no terms or no arrangements. I want to know if you got any more to say about how people ought to sit down and talk real kindly to each other.
Well, I don't suppose you feel...
Don't worry about how I feel. I want to know if you got any more to say about how people ought to come together and be together. You know what? Get out of my house, man.
I don't understand why you people are reacting like this.
Get out!
What do you think you're going to prove by moving into a neighborhood where you just aren't wanted and where certain elements, well, people get awful upset when they find out that their whole way of life and everything they've ever worked for is threatened.
Get out!
I'm sorry it went like this. Son, you can't force people to change their hearts. Get out!
What time the moving men do?
4 o'clock. Mama, you had a call.
Shout out who?
The welcoming committee. The welcoming committee. They said they sure gonna be glad to see you when you get there.
Yeah, Mama. They said they can't hardly wait to see your face.
What is the matter with you all?
Ain't nothing the matter with us, Mama. We just trying to tell you about the gentleman who came to visit you today from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
What do you want?
To welcome you, honey.
Yeah, he said if it's one thing that they don't have out there that they just dying to have is a fine family of fine colored people. Ain't that right?
He left his card.
In case.
Father, give us strength. Did he threaten us?
Oh, Mama. They don't do it like that anymore. He's talking about brotherhood and how we all just need to sit down and learn to hate each other with good Christian fellowship.
Lord, protect us.
You should have heard the money those fakes trying to give to us. All we paid and then some.
What they think we gonna do, eat them?
No, honey, marry them.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
Well, that's the way the crackers crumble. A joke.
Mama, what you doing?
Fixing my plant so I don't get hurt none on the way.
You taking that thing to the house?
Yes,
This old, raggedy looking thing.
it expresses me.
So there, Miss Thing.
Look at that boy, you gonna make me mess up my thing here.
Mama, what that old song say? What they say when they get in that chariot, Mama? When I got wings, you got wings. All God's children got wings.
Get out my face and do some work now. Here, stop.
What y'all think? Y'all think we ought to give it to her? She ain't been acting all appreciative today.
What is that?
What y'all think? Should we give it to her?
Aw, she's been good today.
Oh, and I good you.
When I got wings, you got wings. All God's children got wings. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my wings.
Everybody talk about heaven ain't going there.
Ma, open it up, Ma. Ruth wrote the note inside. Read it.
To our own Mrs. Member, love from Brother, Ruth, and Benita. Oh, ain't that lovely?
Daddy, can I give her mine now?
Yeah.
Now I don't have to use my forks and knives no more.
Mama, Travis didn't want to go with the rest of us. He got you his own. We don't know what it is, though.
Here,
Lord have mercy. You know when bought your grandmother a hat?
open it, Grandma.
Travis, what is that?
It's a garden hat, like the ladies have on in the Methodist working in the garden.
Baby, we was trying to make Mama Mrs. Miniver, not Scarlett O'Hara.
What's the matter with you all? Now, this is the beautiful hat. I always wanted one just like it.
Hot dog, go, Mama.
Mama, you look like you about to go out and chop some cotton down, sure enough.
Bless your heart. This is the prettiest hat I ever owned. Come here, get your grandma some sugar. I don't know what we all standing around here for. We ain't finished packing. Benny, you ain't packed one book.
That can't be the movies. It ain't hardly too good yet.
Wait, I got it.
You expecting company, son?
Yeah, I am.
Well, never mind now.
We need more strings.
Travis, go to the hardware and get some more string cord.
Go answer the door, man.
You know, it's hard to let your future begin. Hey, what's up, man? Where's Willie?
You ain't with me?
Come on in. Come on in. You know my wife?
Yes, how you doing, bro?
Hi, Bobo.
Come on in. Right on time. Right on time. That's the way. Woo. Tell me how things went today.
Can I please get a drink of water before I tell you about it, Walter?
Yeah. How things go today? Everything nothing wrong went down, did it?
Let me tell you.
Yeah. So tell me what happened down there, man.
Let me tell you.
Tell me
know
what
how it was? I got to tell you how it was. I mean, first I got to tell you about how it was all the way. I mean, about the money I put in, Walter Lee.
What you mean about the money you put in?
Well, it wasn't much as me and Willie told you. I'm sorry, Walter. Got a bad feeling about it. Got a real bad feeling about it.
Now what you telling me all this for, man? Tell me what happened down in Springfield.
Springfield?
What's supposed to happen in Springfield?
This deal that me and Walter went into with Willie. Me and Willie was supposed to go down to Springfield, spread some money around, so we wanted to wait so long for the liquor license. That's what we were going to do. Everybody said that's what you had to do. You understand, Miss Ruth?
What you telling me all this for? Man, tell me what happened down there, man.
I'm trying to tell you, Walter.
What you mean trying? Tell me, goddammit! What's wrong?
I didn't go to Springfield yesterday.
Why not?
Because I didn't have no reasons to.
Why not?
I'm talking about the fact when I got to the train station yesterday morning, 8 o'clock like we planned. Man, Willie didn't never show up.
What? Where was he? Where is he?
I don't know. I waited 6 hours. I called his house, and I waited 6 hours. I waited in that train station 6 hours. Man, I was all the extra money I had in this world. Face it, Walter. Willie's gone.
What you mean Willie gone? Willie gone? Oh, wait. Well, maybe he got there early and you guys just missed each other. You know, Willie can't be gone. Maybe he just went down there. He didn't want a whole lot of people in our business down there in Springfield. You know, maybe Willie got his own ways, baby. You know what I mean? You know, Willie. Maybe he's at home. Maybe he's sick and he's calling you and he's got to be somewhere. We got to find him. We got to, me and you, man.
What's the matter with you, Walter? When the cat take over with your money, he don't leave no road maps.
Oh, Willie, no. Oh, Willie, not with that money. God, say it's not true, Willie. I trusted you. I trust you with that money, Willie. That's not that money, Willie. Not that money. Willie, that money was made with my father's flesh.
Sorry, Walter. Had my life taken this deal too.
Son? Is it gone? Son, I gave you $6,500. Is it gone? All of it?
Mama, I never went to the bank at all.
You mean your sister's school money? You spent that too, Walter?
Yes, Mama. It's all gone.
Night after night, I see him come in here and look at that rug and look at me. The veins showing in his eyes. I see him grow old and thin before he was 40. Working and working and working like somebody's old workhorse. And you
time.
My brother just gave it away.
Give it away.
He made an investment with the man even Travis wouldn't trust with his own most worn-out marbles.
And it's gone?
It's gone.
I'm sorry. And you? Now?
I'm nothing. When we were kids, we used to take our sleds out in the wintertime. And the only hills we had were the ice-covered stone steps from the house down the street. We used to pack them in real tight, make them nice and smooth, and we would sled down them all day. It was dangerous, you know, far too steep. And sure enough, one day a kid named Rufus came down too fast and hit his face on the sidewalk. We watched his face split open in front of us. I remember standing there watching, looking at his bloody open face and thinking, that's the end of Rufus. But the ambulance came, they took him to the hospital, they fixed his broken bones, they sewed him all up, and the next time I saw Rufus, he just had a small line down the center of his face. I never got over that.
Got over what?
That is what one person can do for another. I always thought that was the most marvelous thing in the world, and I wanted to do that. I always thought that was the most concrete thing that any human being could do. Fix up the sick, make them whole again. That was truly being God.
You wanted to be God?
No, I wanted to cure. It used to be so important. I wanted to cure. It used to matter to me. I mean, I used to care about people and how their bodies healed.
So now you stop caring?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
Because it doesn't seem deep enough, close enough to what ails mankind. It was a childish way of thinking, or an idealist.
Well, children think away they was sometimes. An idealist, even better.
I know that's what you think. Because you are still where I left off. You and all your talking dreams about Africa. You still think you can patch up the world, cure the big sore of colonialism with penicillin of independence.
Yes.
Independence, and then what? What about all the crooks and thieves and just plain idiots who will come into power and steal and plunder the same as before, but only now they will be black and do it in the name of the new independence? What about them?
Well, that'll be a problem for another time. But first, you must get there.
But when does it all end?
And who then spoke of the end? To life, to living.
Now, into misery and stupidity. There is no real progress, Asagai. It's just one big circle we march around and around with our picture in front of us. Our own little mirage of what we think is the future.
Well, that's a mistake.
What?
What you just said about the circle. It's not just a circle. It's a long line as geometry, you know, the one that we cannot see to the end or see how it changes. Those who see the changes are I, who dream, who won't give up. We call them the idealists. And those who only see the circle, we call them the realists.
Asagai. While I was sleeping in that room, in that bed, people went out and changed my life. Nobody asked, nobody consulted, they just went out and took the future right out of my hands.
Was it your money?
What?
Was it your money he gave away?
Belonged to all of us.
But did you earn it? Would you have had it at all if your father had not died?
No.
Well, that's a mistake. That every dream, good or bad, must depend on the death of the man. I never taught you to see this way, later. Your body made a mistake. You should be grateful to him that you can give up the healing human race. I'm talking about good as anything. Where we are going. Why we bother?
You cannot answer it.
I live the answer. In my village at home, it's only the exceptional man that can't even read a book or even see a newspaper at all. I would go home
much of the thing I would say to my country people in my village, it would seem strange. I would teach and walk. Things would happen slowly and swiftly. And at times, it would seem nothing changed at all. But all of a sudden, dramatic change making history leap into the future. Quiet again, retrogression, even guns, murder. And how will at time wonder if all the hatred and the murder was not better than the quietness. But I will look at my village illiteracy, disease, and ignorance. I will not wander long. Perhaps I shall be a great man. Perhaps I shall hold on to the truth and find me always to the right course. Perhaps for it, I'll be butchered in my bed some evening by the servant of the empire.
The martyr.
Or perhaps I shall live to be a very old man, respected, esteemed in my new nation. Perhaps I shall hold office. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, Alea. The things that I want for my country now will be worn and outmoded. And I will not understand the terrible thing I will have to do to keep things my way, or merely to keep my power. But don't you see? There will be young man, woman, not British soldiers then, but my own black countrymen, to step out the shadows of evening to slit my useless throat. But don't you see? They have always been there, and they always will be. And such a thing as my own death will be an event. And they who kill me even actually replenish all that I was.
Oh, as a guy, I know all this already.
Good. Stop the morning and the morning. Tell me what you plan to do.
Do?
I have a bit of suggestion. That when this all over, that you come home with me.
Oh, as a guy, at this very moment you decide to be romantic?
Oh, my dear young creature of the new world. I do not mean across the city. I mean across the ocean, home, to Africa.
To Africa?
Yes, 300 years later, the African prince raised out the sea, swept the Middle Passage which her ancestor has come.
To Nigeria?
Nigeria, home. I will show you a mountain and a star, give you cold drink from our God, teach you the song and the way of our people. And at time, when we pretend that you were dead, just one day. Say that you come.
Oh, Asagai, you're getting me all mixed up. I don't know how I feel right now at this very moment. Too many things have happened.
All right, I shall leave. No, don't get up. Just sit a while and think. Never be afraid to sit a while and think. How often I look at you and say, this is what the new world has finally brought.
Yes. Just look at what the new world has finally brought. Just look. There he is. Monsieur, le petit bourgeois Noir himself. There he is. Symbol of the rising class. Titan of the system. Entrepreneur. Did you see yourself on Dr. Lake, Michigan, brother? Did you see yourself at that big conference table surrounded by all the mighty bald-headed men of America? All waiting, halted, breathless, waiting on your pronouncements on industry. Waiting on you, chairman of the board. I look at you and I see the final triumph of stupidity in the world. And that.
Who was that?
Yo, fudge.
You didn't say anything bad to him, did you?
Say anything back to him. No! I told him he was a sweet boy, full of dreams. And everything was just strictly peachy keen, as the old kids say.
Well, ain't it a mess in here though? I guess we all better stop moping around and get some work done, all this unpacking we got to do.
Unpacking?
One of you all better call the moving company and tell them not to come.
Not to come?
Of course, baby, ain't no sense in them coming all the way over here and have to go back. They charge for that too, you know.
No, Lena. We gotta go. Benny, tell her. We can still move. We got 4 grown people in this house. The notes ain't but $125 a month. We can work. We can move.
No. I see things differently now. Been thinking about some things we can do to fix this place up a bit. Now, I saw a bureau over there on Maxwell Street. It fit real nice over there. Need some new handles and some varnish, brand new. And we can put those curtains up here in the kitchen, and we can get some screens for the baby's bassinet to go around the baby's bed in your room. We looking real fine in here, and we forget in trouble.
No, Lena, I'll work 20 hours a day if I have to. And I'll clean all the kitchens in Chicago. I'll strap my baby on my back if I have to, Lena. And I can wash all the sheets in America and scrub all the floors in America. But we gotta go, Lena. We gotta get out of here.
Sometimes you got to know when to give up some things and to hold on to what you Where you been, son?
Made a call
To who, son?
to the man.
What man, baby?
The man, mama. Like the guys in the street say. Man. Captain Boss Man. Oh, Mr. Charlie. Yes, sir, please, Mr. Boss Man.
Walter Lee.
Lindener?
That's right. That's good. Told him to come right on over.
For what? What you call him for?
Told him to come on over. We're gonna do business with the man.
What you talking about, son?
Talking about life, mama. Just like it is. I laid down my back today in that room and thought about it like you always say, mama. Life. It's all divided up. Life is between the takers and the tooken. Yeah. Yeah, we got people who always getting taken. Yeah. Willie Harris? Shoot. Willie Harris don't even matter on the big scheme of things. You see, you got the takers and the tooken. You see, we stay up all night long, worrying about the right and the wrong of things, crying about it, whining about it, trying to figure out the right and the wrong of things. But them takers out there, oh, they operating. Yeah, mama, they out there just taking and taking. Yeah, shoot. Willie Harris, I tell you one thing about Willie Harris. He taught me how to keep my eye on what's important. Yeah, thanks, Willie.
Walter, what did you call that man for?
I told him to come on over to the show. We're going to put on a show for that man. Yeah. You see, mama, that man came here today. He told us, them people out there where you want us to move, shoot. They don't want us to move out there so bad that they willing to pay us to not move over there. Oh, mama. And you would have been proud of the way me and Benny and Ruth acted today. Oh, yeah. You'd been proud of us, mama. We told that man to get out. Oh, we told him to get out. Yeah, we was somewhere full of that overtime stuff, mama. Yeah.
Walter Lee, you talking about taking that man's money so we won't have to move into that house?
That's right, baby. I ain't just talking about it. I'm telling you, that's what we gonna do.
Where is the bottom? Where is the honest to God bottom so he can't go no further?
See, you and that boy was in here today talking about causes and marching with flags and all that. You know what's going to happen? That boy one day is going to find himself in the bottom of a dungeon, and the takers are going to have the key. Forget it, baby. There ain't no causes. Ain't nothing but taking. And he who takes the most is the smartest. And it don't make a damn bit of difference how.
You making something inside me cry, son. Some awful pain inside.
Don't cry, Mama. Understand. That man is going to walk through that door. He is going to offer us more money than we've ever seen. And I'm going to help him. It's important to him. We're going to put on a show for him, Mama.
Son, I come from 5 generations of sharecroppers and slaves. And ain't nobody ever take no money. That was a way of telling us we weren't fit to walk the earth. We ain't never been that poor or dead inside.
Well, we dead now. All that talk about dream and something like that going on in this house, it's dead now.
What's the matter with y'all? I didn't make this world. It was given to me. Hell yes, I want some yachts someday. Yeah, I want to put some real pearls on my wife's neck. I'm a man. You tell me, which woman out here is supposed to have some real pearls on her neck? Well, I'm a man and I say, my wife should have some pearls.
Baby, how you gonna feel on the inside?
I'm going to feel fine, Mama. I'm a man. I'm going to feel fine.
You won't have nothing left walking with you.
Mama, I'm going to feel fine, okay? Mr. Linda's going to come over here. I'm going to look that son of a bitch in the eye. And I'm going to say, all right, Mr. Linda, that's your neighborhood out there. You got the right to have it like you want it. You got the right to keep it like you want it. Yeah, just put the money in my hand. Just put the money in my hand and you can have it. You can have the house. Just put that money in my hand and you won't have to live next to a bunch of stinking niggas. Oh, my mama, you know what else, mama? Maybe my mama get on my black knees, mama, and say, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, Mr. Bossman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, good. For goodness sake, Mr. Bossman, just give us the money. Just put the money in my hand. Yes, sir. Please, Mr. Bossman, just give us the money. And you won't have to live next to us, and we won't dirty up your white neighborhood. I'm gonna feel fine, Mama. I'm gonna feel fine. I'm a man.
That is not a man. That is a toothless rat.
Lord, death done come in this here house on the lips of my children. You was supposed to be my beginning again. You, my harvest. You mourning your brother?
That is no.
What you say?
I said that individual in that room is no brother of mine.
That's what I thought you said. You thinking you better than he is today? What you tell him a minute ago? He wasn't a man? You give him up for me? You done wrote his epitaph like the rest of the world? Huh? Who give you the privilege?
Be on my side for once, Mama. You saw what he did. Down on his knees like that. Wasn't it you who taught me to despise any man who would do that? Who is doing what he's doing?
Yes, I taught you that, me and your daddy. But I thought I taught you something else. I thought I taught you how to love him.
Love him. There is nothing left to love.
There is always something left to love. If you ain't learned that, you ain't learned nothing. When do you think the time is to love somebody? When they done good and made everybody happy? Well, now that ain't the time at all. If you ain't learned that, you ain't through learning. It's when he's at his lowest, when the world done whipped him so and he don't believe in himself. Child, when you measure a man, measure him right now. Here, make sure you take into account the valleys and the hills and the mountains he done been through till he got to where he is.
Grandma, the middlemen are here. The truck just pulled up.
Are they, baby? They here already?
Oh, hello. I sure was glad to hear from you people.
He's
You know,
here.
life can really be so much simpler than people make it out to be most of the time. Well, with who should I negotiate? You, Mrs. Younger, or your son here? Just some official papers, Sonny.
Come on, Travis, go downstairs.
No, Travis, you stay right here. And you make him understand what you're doing, Walter Lee. You show him where our 5 generations gonna come to. Teach him real good like Willie Harris taught you, here. Go ahead, son.
Mr. Linder, we called you over here today because, well, my family and I we're very plain people.
Yes.
And, well, you know, we just wanted to call you over and tell you that, well, I've worked as a chauffeur most of my life, and
Yes, Mr. Younger.
and my wife, she does domestic work, and so does my mother.
Yes, I understand.
Well, we're just very plain people, and well, my father, he worked as a laborer most of his life.
I understand, yes.
And my father, well, my father almost beat a man to death once because this man called him a bad name or something. You know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that we're very proud people, and our family is very proud.
I'm sure that's all very fine, but
And what I'm trying to tell you is, well, see, that's my sister over there. She's going to be a doctor. And we're very proud of that.
well, good.
And see, this is Travis, come here, son. This is my son, Travis. He makes the 6th generation of our family in this country.
Well, good. Good.
And we've thought about your offer. And we've decided to move into our house. Because my father, he built it for us, brick by brick. And we don't want to fight any causes, and we're going to try to be good neighbors. We don't want your money. And that's all we've got to say about that.
I take it then you've decided not
You
to
heard
occupy.
what the man said.
Then I'll appeal to you, Mrs. Younger. You're older and wiser, and you understand, I'm sure.
And look here, now, I'm afraid you don't understand. My son said we was gonna move and ain't nothing left for me to say about it. Now, you know how these young folks is nowadays, mister. You can't do nothing with them. You know?
Well, if you're that final about it, there's nothing left for me to say. I sure hope you people know what you're getting into.
Woo, Lord, if the movie men are here, let's get the hell out of here.
Ain't it the truth? Lord, look at here, all this here mess, child. Ruth, now you put Travis' good jacket on him now. now. Here. Lord have mercy. Walter Lee, fix your shirt and tuck your tie and all that. You look like a little hoodlum somewhere. Travis' child, don't go down empty-handed now. Here. Lord have mercy. Where is my skillet with all my good skillets and everything? I'm gonna make us the biggest meal we ever had tonight. So where is my snack?
Mama,
Child, what's wrong with them stockings? Put them things up.
Mama, Asa God asked me to marry him and to move to Africa.
Child, you ain't old enough to marry nobody. That ain't no damn house. Now, who handled that with you? I done had that chair 25 years. You want to sit in it again.
Mama, to go to Africa to be a doctor.
Yeah, baby.
What do you want you to do to Africa for?
To practice.
Girl, you better get them crazy ideas out of your head. You better marry your man, a man with some loot.
What should I do with who I marry?
Plenty. Now, I think George Mercer.
George, I would marry him if he was Adam and I was Eve.
They something all right, my children, child.
They sure are.
I tell you.
Let's go, Lena.
I'm coming, honey. I'm coming. Ruth?
Yes, Lena.
He coming to his man just dated like the rainbow after the rain.
Yes, he did. Come on, y'all. Y'all know these folks charge us about an hour now.
All right, honey, I'm coming. I'll be down directly.
For coming out and making our finale so great and wonderful. We worked really hard, and it was a divine honor to perform this story for you. Thank you, and everybody.